Today I want to talk about how, when, and what you do when you want to buy a second rental property. So now you got your first deal, which is exciting, but how do you build a portfolio and what you do next? So there are a couple of ways to do it. First of all, I want to talk about how I did it, my own experience. I actually start buying properties with a lot of different type of creative financing type things, like for example, doing lease options, taking over mortgages like subject to, owner financing. So I didn't really use any type of private money or conventional financing in the first place. So I started doing it that way, and then I used the rental income for the property about a year later to refinance me out. So I could pay off the owner. Since I was doing owner financing or subject to or lease options. So that's the way I did it. Okay. The other way you can do it is that if you have any type of HELOC, home equity line on your house or IRA accounts or anything else like that, you can use that at least for the portion of the down payment. Okay. So use it for at least the portion of the down payment, and then you can refinance it out later. So for example, you use that for the 10-20%, you use private money to purchase the property, and then you do what they call the BRRRR method, right? You buy, you rehab, you rent, so you can get a rental income, and then you use a rental income to refinance, and then you repeat, right? So that's what the BRRRR stand: buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. So kind of the same thing I did. It's just that you're using your own money instead of just using straight owner financing to get you into the door. Now, if you do it that way, then you can exponentially grow. Just keep in mind that probably takes 6 months to a year to be in a position where you can use the rental income to refinance, and also getting into a refinance where they let you get cash out. Okay, meaning that you can reimburse yourself, first of all, for the down payment you have to put up with, and then also get some extra cash so that maybe you can reinvest in other deals. So it's a cycle, but you can definitely overlap, so you can start buying a property today and then buy another in a quarter. In 6 months, you can refinance the one you bought today. And so you keep overlapping depending on your availability as far as funds. So, if you have equity line of credit or IRAs, let's say for 60,000, you can probably do 2 properties at a time using this thing, because let's say on a $200,000 property, you're probably going to spend anywhere from 30 to 35,000 between down payment and closing costs of a private lender, and then you're going to get your money back out and do it again. Okay, so that's the best way to do it. Like I said, personally, I did it a little different because of I wasn't in that type of position, so I use a lot of owner financing, lease option, creative financing, but pretty much it works the same way. But that's how you do it. That's the BRRRR method. You always say you buy, refinance, get your money out, get the rental income to qualify for the mortgages, so they don't have to qualify you just on your personal income, and you keep rinse and repeat. So hopefully this helped you to see how that works and how you exponentially grow. Another side note I want to say to this is the banks that you want to work with. These, you have to really go out there. So as far as the refinance is concerned, you have to work with banks that are not going to put a cap on how many properties you own. And those are basically the smaller regional banks. So for example, the larger banks are Bank of America or Wells Fargo or Chase. Most likely they're going to want to put a cap, or if you want with smaller banks, they will not. So get good acquainted with credit union, regional banks in your area, and then that's how you can exponentially grow your portfolio. Okay, so that's the other big thing I have. And not take enough for an answer. I had one of my students, she actually bought 21 properties in 11 months. And then she went on refinancing them, and every bank said, no, 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 no. Well, at the 86th lender that she called, they said yes. And she said to me, what if I had stopped at 85, right? And she found that, and then this particular lender, I think it was Chemical Bank, refinanced all the properties. So great. Well, hopefully this was helpful, and I'm looking forward to giving you the next tip. Take care.